We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful?
Well, not a whole lot, but it turns out things were just as I thought. The Thalmor, they've got nothing to do with the dragons.
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
Oh, I'm positive. They were actually just looking for a man named Esbern.
Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
And so what would the Thalmor want with him?
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought.
No, maybe not. Now, I overheard at least one of them saying they thought he was hiding out somewhere in Riften. Does that sound like him?
Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
30th of Frostfall. Alright, got it. And I suppose that should be everything then. Now what she failed to mention was that Brynjolf is actually a part of the Thieves Guild. So this may end up leading us into something entirely different. Oh, and also, one other thing I may want to try and do is at least find out a bit more about Miraak. I know he's not essential to the main story of the base game, but it just feels a bit weird having him around while we're doing all this stuff. Especially since he really wants us dead.
Such a shame.
I will say though, I'm also pretty interested in checking out the Thieves Guild as well, so maybe since we are here, we'll try and knock that out first.
Want to speak with my husband.
Get over
If you're
here.
looking for
I want to
company.
talk.
And then deal with Miraak.
I don't know you. You and Riften looking for trouble?
No, not at all.
I just don't want
I'm just passing through.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Alright then, if you really want to stop me, then be my guest.
You can pretend not to hear me all you want, but you better stay out of the Blackbriars' business.
These people seem nervous.
I'm
Which
really
makes
getting
me
tired of
nervous.
your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I
Never
told
done
the
an
shipment
honest
would be
day's
wrong?
work in your life for all that
Next
coin
time,
you
keep your
carry.
plans
Hey,
quiet,
lad?
and nothing would have happened to it.
What?
Well, it turns out you were just the guy I'm looking
Why are
for.
you doing this to me?
So maybe you could help me.
Last warning. Pay up or
Ah,
else.
expecting
All I care
free
about is the
information,
gold.
eh?
Everything else is
Help me
yours.
deal with business first. Then we'll see how I can help you. Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light on coin. Am I right?
I guess so. But then again, that's not really any of your business, is it?
Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lad. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste.
What did you have in mind?
I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid.
Okay. So then what would I have to do?
Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stand. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing.
This is too easy. But I gotta know why.
There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. Now, you tell me when you're ready, and we'll get started.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Good. Wait until I start the distraction, then show me what you're made of.
Everyone, gather round. I have something amazing to show you that demands your attention. You need to hear this.
So now all we need to do is find Medesi's stall.
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
Come on, Brynjolf. What is it this time?
Patience, Branche. This is a rare opportunity, and I wouldn't want you to get left out.
Might be that one right there.
That's what you said about the wisp essence, and it turned out to be crushed nerm root mixed with water.
Well, that was a simple misunderstanding. But this item is the real thing. Lads and lasses, I give you Falma Blood Elixir.
Okay, not that one.
Oh, come on. Are you talking about the snow elves?
The one at...
So maybe just a little bit to the right?
Mystical beings who live in legends and were masters of great magic. Imagine the power that coursed through their veins.
How did you get
Sorry,
that
no
thing?
time.
No one's seen
Oh,
it in
damn.
years.
It's not the right one
My
either.
sources must remain a secret for their own protection, but I can promise you that the contents are genuine. Once
Well, you know what they say. Third time's a charm.
of the elixir and your wishes will be granted. Great wealth. Everlasting
And then it should be this ring.
life, or perhaps limitless
It's so
power could be
bright out
yours.
here. I don't know how you stand it.
it cost?
Only 20 gold septims. Hurry, before my supply is gone.
This is ridiculous.
See into...
Okay, I think we may have... Let's see. Here we are.
the people's thoughts. What if he's right? Maybe I'll buy one.
What on earth was that? That was the strangest thing. Because all I did was click on... Yeah, miscellaneous. And now for some reason our potion is gone. Maybe it just didn't last for all that long. But that being said, do we have one for... No, apparently none for pickpocketing. You know, it really doesn't help that it's the middle of the day either. Okay, here we are. And finally, we can actually search through our stuff. Because that was the problem, it just wouldn't let us go through them. And there's the ring.
I see that my time is up. Come back tomorrow if you wish to buy.
What a waste of time.
That was very weird, I've never had that
This
happen
makes me a
before.
little uneasy.
New around Riften? Take my advice. Stay at the Bee and Bar.
Looks like I
The
chose the
bunkhouse
right
is-
person for the job. And here you go. Your payment. Just as I promised. The way things have been going around here,
It's a relief that our plan went off without a hitch.
I wouldn't say that. We did run into a bit of trouble.
Nah, my organization's been having a run of bad luck. But I suppose that's just how it goes. But never mind that. You did the job, and you did it well. Best of all, there's more where that came from. If you think you can handle it.
Oh, of course.
All right then. Let's put that to the test. The group I represent has its home in the Ratway beneath Riften, a tavern called the Ragged Flagon. Get there in one piece, and we'll see if you've really got what it takes.
So I think that little inventory
I
problem we
presume
were
you're
having
also
might be related to the dialogue one too. Because more often than not, it just seems to always choose
All right,
the wrong option.
Turn out your pockets. We know you have it.
Take my advice.
What?
Don't listen
What
to
in
that
blazes are you
face
talking
sculptor
about?
down in the Ragged Flagon.
Don't play
Face
stupid.
butcher.
maybe we ought
Turn
to
out
see
your
this.
pockets.
What I've heard.
Now.
I'm telling you, I don't... Wait, what's this ring? This isn't mine.
That's right, it isn't yours. You're under arrest, Branchet.
This is insane. I didn't steal anything. I never saw this ring before in my entire life.
We can do this one of two ways. You can walk with me to the keep, or I can drag your lifeless body. Your choice.
But I... Very well.
Yeah, I thought so. And that there should be our way down.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Also, it's been a long while since I've ever come down here. But from what I remember, there's quite a few other groups aside from the Thieves Guild.
If they knew we were doing this.
Why are you always acting like such a big baby?
Who's there?
What was that?
I've gotten us this far.
Done and done.
Yeah, I could have sworn there were these guys, Esbern, a lot of skeevers, and then maybe even some kind of a cannibal group. Although that could have been a completely different area, for all I know.
No sign of him.
Man, you know what? Let's go ahead and take the chance. And so now, which way do we want to go? Because that one has a skeever and a door as well. This one's empty. What about the third? And do we have a torch, maybe? I'm sure that would help us out. Okay, so it's gotta be the first one.
Who's there?
Is someone there?
Man, oh man. I can't see a damn thing in here. It's actually a pretty big room though, isn't it? Okay, at least we can see in this area. And I think at this point we should be getting pretty damn close to wherever Esbern is. And you know what, really quick, let's hotkey that. Oh, well that was close. See, this might be where the cannibals are. Unless maybe they were just cutting up skeevers. Could always be that.
Who's there?
Is someone there?
I knew I heard something.
We are right.
Teamwork right there.
Okay, anything down here? I think it might just lead over to the other side. Although I think this definitely leads back to where we came from. So no sense in going that way. At least not yet. And I'd say at this point, the only thing that's really stopping me from jumping aboard that ship and heading to whatever island that was that Mirak is held up at would be our level. Because like we saw, even with the Dawn Guard DLC, all the enemies there were quite a bit tougher than anything we were used to. And I imagine the ones in the Dragonborn DLC would just get worse and worse.
Give it up, Brynjolf. Those days are over.
I'm telling you, this one is different.
We've all heard that one before, Bryn. Quit kidding yourself.
It's time to face the truth, old friend. You, Vex, Mercer, you're all part of a dying breed. Things are changing.
Ride? Well, what do you call that then?
Stay out of trouble, or there's gonna be trouble.
If you're looking for conversation,
You'd
the
better have
flagon
coin
is
to
the
pay for
place.
your drinks. There's no handouts here.
Oh no, I didn't come here for drinks. I'm looking for an old man. Apparently he might be hiding somewhere in Riften.
Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help.
What if I said his life's in danger? Would you help then?
That's a touching story. Now get out of my face!
What am I thinking? This is the Thieves Guild, isn't it? We should have paid the poor man.
I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynjolf gave you? Then we can talk.
Alright. I'll give you one more chance. Where's Esbern?
Huh. Lot of old guys around. I don't really know how I can help.
I know. But maybe a bit of gold will refresh your memory?
Well, when you put it that way, I think I do know the old guy you're talking about. He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Hardly ever leaves the place. Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard. For that to stand out down here, he must really be off his nut.
Maybe so. But if he's really hiding down here, where can I find him?
He's holed up in the Ratway Warrens. Be careful. You're not the only one looking for him.
Oh, that's right.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see you again.
See, I think the Thalmor might already be down here. Because they were torturing that same guy who told us that Esbern might be somewhere in Riften too. But anyways, I wouldn't say getting here was too bad.
Reliable and headstrong? You're turning out to be quite the prize. So, now that I've whetted your appetite with our little scheme at the market, how about handling a few deadbeats for me?
I guess I don't see why not. What'd they do?
They owe our organization some serious coin, and they've decided not to pay. I want you to explain to them the error of their ways.
Sounds good. Although I gotta know who they are.
Kirava, Percy Honeyhand, and Helga. Do this right, and I can promise you a permanent place in our organization.
Consider it done. And how did you want them handled? I don't suppose you want them dead, do you? I mean, you're not the Dark Brotherhood after all.
Honestly, the debt is secondary here. What's more important is that you get the message across that we aren't to be ignored. A word of warning though, I don't want any of them killed. Bad for business. Until next we meet live.
I'll kill you! I swear it! This is what you want!
Get it now while we can.
Death is the only way out of your misery! Both your life and lands, and now... Do your work! Behold the future! Behold the future! Somebody help!
Alright, I think that takes care of them all. So now let's go see if we can find old Esbern.